Ready? Yes. You know, we hot. We hot. We good.
It's 5:37. We're calling committee meetings of Port Allen City Council to order for July 3rd, 2024. At this time, I'd like to request everyone either turn off or silence your electronic devices, please. To begin, we'll recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, call the Public Safety Committee to order to establish a quorum. May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Riviere.
Here.
Ms. Lacy.
Present.
Ms. Gordon.
Here.
Forms present.
Before we begin, I'd like to request that we do a small amendment to the public safety agenda. Some concerned citizens from West Side Village would like their voices heard. I talked with Chief Hicks about this, and I neglected to, just kind of got our wires crossed, but anyway, so if we could amend the agenda to have it worded where hear concerns from citizens on the Avenue G, South 12th area in West Side Village.
Okay, we'll need a motion to amend, and that motion must pass by unanimous consent.
Make that motion.
Motion by Ms. Gordon, second by Ms. Lacy. Mr. Riviere.
Yes.
Ms. Lacy.
Yes.
Ms. Gordon.
Yes.
Item carried.
Thank you.
We'll make that number 5.
Okay, item number 4, the police department report. Chief Hicks.
Good evening, how y'all doing?
Hey, Chief.
In order to, Mayor League Public Safety Committee, in order to keep both yourself and the City Council aware of the activities of the Port Allen Police Department, I offer this account for the month of June 2024. 56 alarm, home business, assisted Port Allen Fire Department 6, disturbance 18, remaining after being forbidden 9, official warning not to return 6. Port Allen Fire Department medical 39, information 11, check person 9, incidents by location northeast of Court Street in LA 156, northwest of Court Street in LA 171, southeast of Court Street in LA 174, southwest of Court Street in LA 134, south of I-1018. Total number of suspects arrested 16, 25 traffic crashes, and traffic tickets 15.
Anything else for the chief?
No.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank y'all.
Agenda item number 5, the nuisance violation report. Inspector Gitter.
Good evening, Councilman. Yes. For the month of June 2024, I had a total of 20 cases, 20 high grads. They're constantly, right now they're open with no liens. I was told to have a report about the house on 13th Street. They've been working on it. I know they had 120 days. They've been working on it. They said they got upset with the guy that was working on it. So, what they're gonna do is, if he don't come and finish it in the timely manner, he's actually just gonna tear the rest of it down and just build everything back up. And also the house on Michigan. I got the email on that. I think you got that also. That they were supposed to be starting on it. So, I'm just giving you an update on that one. So it's supposed to be done sometime this week.
Nice. We had talked a while back, a month or so ago, about the house. It's 7-Eleven.
I just told Mr. Gary about it also. I went past over there and I saw that it's in bad shape also. So
gonna get that one held up.
Take some action on that
Yeah.
sooner rather than later. It's a hazard.
Right.
7-11.
7-11 Blue Bell.
Anything else for Inspector Gibb? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Item number 5B, hear from concerned citizens from Westside Village on the speeding situation and on Avenue G. Chief Hicks, if you would like to say a few words first, and then
Good evening again. I met Mr. Councilman Riviere about 2 weeks ago, and he brought to my attention Mr. Cradle was his concern. He's telling his concern about the traffic on Avenue G and South 12th Street. He showed Mr. Riviere video footage of a truck going straight through the three-way, it's a three-way stop sign right there on Avenue G and South 12th Street. After talking to Mr. Riviere, I got with my guys and started asking them to post up right there on South 12th Street and Avenue G to deter these people from coming down there and speeding and everything, which everything was working good. My officers started showing their presence there, writing a few tickets, trying to stop everything. City Marshal Sonny Massey came and spoke with me maybe a few days, a week after that. And me and him sat down and he told me that he would give me some assistance on getting his guys to go down there and sit in that corner, in that dead end to deter it, also and write tickets. Yesterday I was flagged down by my neighbor on Avenue B, and she said, Chief Hicks, the city marshal wrote 15 tickets right there on Avenue G. I don't think that's too many tickets they write. And I said, well, what you mean there's too many tickets they write? They shouldn't be writing that many tickets right there. I said, well, this would be the same person if they run through the stop sign and hit your car and tear it up, then you're responsible for your car. So I said, if they violating the law, they need to be issued a ticket. So, like I said, if I could put an officer there 24/7, I would, but I don't have the manpower to do that. That's why I ask my officers to go there and sit when they can. We have a lot of city to blanket. I'm gonna get with Chief Dunn. With Baker, I know they have those machines that's on the side of the road that monitor speed, and which issue tickets. They take pictures of the license plate, the vehicle and everything, issue tickets. So that's the thing I'll reach out to him about, what company or where I can talk to about maybe trying to get 1 or 2 machines on Avenue G to deter all this.
Chief, I appreciate your, just responding to my request and request of the residents in that area.
And just to kind of go back on what you were saying about the marshals, we have had a lot of complaints, and that probably will be coming up at some point in time. I'm not sure. And that was one of the questions that was asked about, are we short? Do we have like a shortage where we are asking the marshals to come in and help do some of the patrolling in the city? And in fact, you're saying yes, because you don't have adequate manpower, and that is why the marshals may be stepping in on behalf of the city in some of those instances. I'm not sure about the sheriff's department, but since you are here and, you're the chief,
No,
I'm asking that from you.
No, Councilman Lacy, we have a shortage of manpower in an instance, but I asked Sonny Massey, they have more people. That's all they do is traffic. They don't patrol. They don't go in the neighborhoods like we do and answer calls. They strictly traffic. That's why I had asked City Marshal Massey if he could put a guy there so we could rotate the people out. Where my people go there for an hour, his people rotate, so it won't be as much stress, because these guys also have to patrol, answer calls, do all these other things.
But Chief, I also have complaints on our streets, and we have an officer sit on car parking lot every day, and they just speed by like they not even exist. So I don't know what the problem.
Amen.
They sit there every day. I can tell you the unit number and everything, and how long they sit there, and the traffic they fly straight through 14th Street like it's a one-way highway.
When
they don't say
give
nothing.
me that unit number, and I'll address that problem.
Okay.
Just for clarification,
And it just I'm sorry, you said that the marshals don't usually patrol within the city.
That's what I was about to address.
Yeah.
It's, the city marshal is a Ward 3 marshal. It's concurrent jurisdiction. The entire city is within Ward 3, but Ward 3 extends beyond the city. City marshal is an independent agency run by the city marshal who's elected, and he determines where he deploys his resources. So he doesn't need chief's permission. Chief doesn't have to ask him. So but it's the entire city lies within his jurisdiction as well. So just so you understand that it's concurrent jurisdiction in both agencies.
So when we will ask the question of what is the purpose of the city marshals, could you give me a direct answer? Like, I mean, we know we have the revised statute. When this question was asked, I gave them the revised statute, but
They're the enforcement arm of Ward 3 Court, Port Allen City Court, which it says Port Allen City Court, but actually the city doesn't control it. It's a separate elected governmental body. It's its own entity. So they're the enforcement arm of that court, but they're also commissioned law enforcement officers, the marshal, just as any other city police officer, sheriff's department, deputy. They have full law enforcement power. So they have the authority to write tickets. They can make arrests if something like that, if they witness something. They're there as the enforcement mechanism of the court, but from a practical standpoint, they are law enforcement officers as well. So, we kind of have two agencies, if you will, that do have law enforcement powers within the city, as the sheriff's office. If they have deputies going through the city at the time, the city still lies within the parish, so they have law enforcement powers here as well. No different than if a state trooper is on Highway 1. And see somebody speeding on Highway 1 in the city, they have law enforcement authority there because they can issue tickets and make arrests.
And historically, the Ward 3 marshal provided courtroom security for city court and service of legal documents that are processed through city court. But as Mr. Alvarez said, they are fully commissioned law enforcement officers. So over the last 25 years or so, they've kind of expanded their operations to include traffic enforcement. So that's why you see more marshals patrolling with marked units that say city marshal. But
Cause they used to just do our warrant, they used to just serve a warrant there.
that's
one time.
primarily what they did
Yeah.
35, 40 years ago, but over the last, like I said, 25 years or so, they've kind of expanded into law enforcement, which they legally authorized to do.
so traffic only is what they can do. They can't do really nothing else besides
They serve
traffic.
No, they choose to do traffic only. They are fully commissioned law enforcement officers. They can arrest you for a crime if it happens in their presence, or if they're aware of a warrant for your arrest. They can execute that warrant like any other law enforcement officer, as long as they are within the territorial jurisdiction of Ward 3.
So it's safe to say we have 3 law enforcement agencies, basically.
Okay, so
And
You
it's
wanna-
little
you
tiny.
wanna-
You can say
You
four.
want to exclude the state police, right?
Well, we know how they operate, but.
Yeah.
somebody gets like
Okay, thank you, Chief. Mr. Cradair, would you like to address the council?
Not good, but I want to let y'all know what's going on right now. What is bad. They're all racing. They got these hot cars that come there. They race from the stop sign to Highway 1. And they race from Highway 1 through to 14th Street. And you can hear them all the way to Highway 190. I mean, you can hear them that crazy. A couple of weeks ago, before I asked to come here, they got a little girl almost got hit, okay? And then you got across the street, they got this little kid almost got hit. We got a problem with these four-wheelers. What you see kids across the street, what they do, they run around the house, and these kids are riding these four-wheelers, adult too. They're just driving crazy. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, oh my God. We had a ball, they're all racing. They got these fast cars, and I mean, they peel those rubbers, the tires, and they're squeaking like crazy. We have more people that want to come, some of them are sick. They got one old lady that asked me this, if I could bring it up to the meeting. I know they got a lot of people that, they call that music. I don't know what it is, but you hear it 24 hours a day. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's it. You ready for this? Boom, 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 all day long. And if y'all think that's not good, one thing, I'm gonna find out about this, and I do what it is, I can find out about this. And I found out what kind of music they call this. When y'all having a meeting, I'm gonna get my yucca, I'm gonna just ride around here with this boom boom and shake y'all windows that we hear 24 hours on our street. But they speeding. I bet the law gonna kind of stop me, because y'all gonna get to enjoy your meeting. That's one thing they already asked me to ask y'all. And something else too, you come to the stop sign, we call the passenger up. You come to turn into your driveway, you got a car coming, they run at the side of you and people's yard. That's the problem that we got. They speed more and more. When I rode, it's like this, I saw that they was putting a running ticket there for these people running the stop sign. Our problem is right now is the speed, racing, driving like they're crazy. It's true. And I feel good by coming here, because if somebody get killed, I can't have the guilt because I didn't try to save a kid's life.
Is
And
there
I
a certain
appreciate-
time,
Sir,
is there a certain time of day that it tends to happen?
I said,
All day, 5 o'clock, 5:30 for sure.
yes,
In the afternoon?
yes,
When
it
they
did.
getting out for work, or early in the morning going to work.
And you know, when I think they do that, they know the cops are, don't y'all get off at 4 o'clock? They know exactly when the cops are making a shift change. And I know one time way back there, we used to have the marshals used to come in the subdivision and give out tickets. But I saw the other day after we had talked about bring this meeting up, I see the marshals starting to come in. And this is what we like to ask. They asked to ask. We have 3 substations. They're not even 2 miles apart. You got the sheriff, the marshal, the city police. And I see them turn around, they chasing somebody through the subdivision. And then they turn around, they chasing those people out of the subdivision. I mean, I could turn around and have to tell them they got only 2, 3 ways you could block it off. They don't have to come to the subdivision chasing these cars and go around and come back again. You can block it off of 14th Street and 12th Street, and they got them. You know, they really got it. I appreciate y'all talking. We want to save our church. We just have for them to slow these people down. I mean,
Raymond,
it's crazy.
Raymond, you said you see the presence of the city marshal recently. Has that helped at all? I mean,
I see they coming down there, and I would like to talk, if we could talk, put it this, no, the speeding is slow down these people that coming down, that running these stop signs, but the drag strip, the racing cars, I mean, they get side by side, and I mean, they just, like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, they had a wreck Monday. We had a wreck. They blocked the whole Avenue G because they had a wreck. That lady ran out, turned around a car. And so they got to show you these people speeding.
It's really not about the tickets. We just want to see if they could kind of like try to get some speed bumps or something through there. Because we have a lot of elderly people go walking in the afternoon. We have handicapped kids that walk through the neighborhood in the afternoon. And it's like they don't care. They have like kids outside, 3 years old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. They can't even play in the yard because they drive up on the sidewalk. They go so fast throughout the day and be about to hit the children. You can't even let your kids come outside and play.
I purchased.
And on weekends,
signs.
we get up in the morning.
Signs, they ran over one of the
They
signs.
ran over my signs, kids that played. I purchased them myself and paid like $50 each. And he ran over.
And and then we kind of tired of picking up whiskey bottle, beer bottle.
Marijuana pants.
In our yard, you know, and they throw them in the street, you know.
So who would the?
And
who would
then,
the
I don't know if y'all
neighborhood-
understand this, the problem with it, it's a shortcut. Everybody take 14th Street, you know why they take 14th Street? You know why they take, Avenue G from, the ground? Yeah, anybody know? To
Because they
beat two
skipping
red
the
lights. So what it is, they come down 14th Street, they draw like they're crazy, because they hurry up and do that. Since that wreck was Monday, they stopped at that spot, they took off, they take down on Eucalyptus Street and take off and go back to it. I know y'all can do only so much, but that's what we have right now, you know? You know? Like I said, can't be that all the time, but we need to get somebody to try.
Who would the neighborhood need to talk to about the speed bumps? About the speed sign they have with flashing, telling you you're going too fast? About cameras in their neighborhood? Who would they need to talk to? The city, or direct them to somebody that could put the speed bump, could do the speed limit sign up there flashing, and maybe some cameras, since we got all this tax money up, and he has cameras on 415 all the way down LA1, maybe put some cameras in the neighborhood. That's my suggestion.
Ma'am, from what I heard was Chief Hicks said he will,
I'm gonna reach out to Chief Dunn. I know in Baker on Plank and on Highway 61 or 19, they do have these machines that are set out when these people come through speed. They take some pictures. I got to take this maybe about 8 years ago, coming through Sherwood Forest, and I ran red light. And when I got a letter in the mail, it had 5 or 6 pictures of my truck, the front, the back, the side, the license plate. As far as the noise with these cars that they are getting now have these modified exhaust on them. It's nothing that they just maybe when they hit the gas, these modified exhaust, you probably, you know, Avenue G, you probably hear the modified exhaust on Court Street. So that's just a modified exhaust they put on there. But as far as, look, call, if you see that, like I said, we need feedback. If they drag racing, I check my reports every day when I get out, and I have not seen a report saying that citizen called about they drag racing down the street. I haven't gotten it.
You come down there and you see the black marks, 'cause they got black marks where they went.
I mostly call the marshals. I call to the marshals because they drive through the neighborhood and kind of like clear it up. But if somebody child get hit or killed, and then the parent come out there and kill them, then that's when they gonna want to do something.
That's right.
And then it's gonna be too late then.
Too late.
Because ain't nobody gonna let you hit their parent, their child, or nothing, and don't try to do something yourself.
Yeah, well,
Because a lot of times they tell you, okay, we gonna come, they don't never show up. Then when you keep bothering them, they keep getting mad, and then when you go handle it yourself, then you gonna get picked up.
right.
Well, that's what I'm there for. If you have a problem with something that's not being did, you come up there and you talk to me, and I'll take care of it.
We talked to a lot of your officers too about it, and what we're trying to do, we don't want nothing to happen over here. We want to keep off out of the news, because you hear all that, because this is a beautiful town. I mean, West Baton Rouge. Although I know you probably have a little problem over here too, we don't know. But we don't want nothing to happen to our kid, or make it be your mama, your brother, your sister, or mine. You know, we want the news media to be out of here, because we appreciate what y'all listening to us, because it's right now, it's out of hand. We hope that y'all see what we're asking, because they do, like I said, it's true. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, oh my God. And like they said, like that lady said, at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it's 10:30, 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock. She said, please mention that. You know, she can't even, you can't hold it back up in your own driveway or put it in your driveway. because they got you to stop the road. I saw a pizza man turn around, he stopped, and this is really funny. This is something funny, but I guess it's not funny. When he stopped right there, the pizza man stopped at the stop sign, they passed him up at the side. I mean, that's how bad it is, man. We really need your help. I don't know what could be done. And I promise you this, if you put 20 cops, then this is the truth. You get 20 cops with 3 radar, where that stop sign with no cop caught that, they're all gonna be writing out a ticket. Cause that's how fast they come through that. One morning, I got up in that, do y'all realize how many calls that passed through that? I had a doctor appointment. I got up at 7 o'clock, 7:30. I was waiting because I said, I stayed there 40 minutes. I just did like this. 300 cars passed through that. And then let it have a wreck on the interstate. You can't even back out of your driveway.
Brandon, the lady back there
Oh, I'm
was
sorry.
talking, and we got
As a concerned citizen, I had a couple of questions and comments. Oh, sorry. So number one, I have always hesitated to pick up the phone and call the police when these things are actually happening because they're not a true emergency. So I would appreciate if you could clarify for us, should we just call the non-emergency number and put in a report, right this minute people are drag racing on my street, or right this minute this person with this car. Then, okay, so there's 2 different noise issues too that I'm gonna clarify. So, one, we do have the super loud exhaust and the guys racing, that's a big problem. But another problem that I personally find even bigger, I'm an artist and I create glass artwork. I have a house on the corner of Calendula and Avenue G, and my window's up real high, and a lot of these works of art have been sitting in the windows. I know for a fact, I've been paying attention, there's one guy, he has huge bass, huge speakers on his car, and I know that's the one this lady's talking about. This guy drives through the neighborhood at all hours of the day and night with this thing blaring so loud, I kid you not. A 30-pound work of art fell off the shelf because over time it was vibrated so much that it moved and eventually fell off. I didn't happen to notice that it was walking across. So this is not just a little noise violation. I used to live under a local airport in California. This is louder than the planes. This guy literally has our windows doing this regularly. So if you tell us this is the number to call and this is what you say, I'm just filing a report that the car is right now driving through the neighborhood, blasting our windows out. Right. I'm calling right now to say they're drag racing on my street. We understand you can't dispatch an officer right that second to go catch it, but that'll help you to have the documentation of what is going on.
Well, you can call dispatch at 490-8599. And
So if somebody writes it down, I mean,
what's the problem with that, Mr. Fredo?
When you call that, you just assume call 911. Because when you call that number that we call, you got to go through this whole system. We need to have something that when you call, it goes straight to the deal. Because if you're going through the whole system out there, you got to do this, that, blah, 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 that. I just assume.
Well, Mr. Fredo, he don't have no control over the
I know, that's what I'm saying.
system.
We need something to go directly.
You call it 911 is for emergency.
Right.
And a lot of times people call 911 and when also it's not in, sometimes you liable to get a ticket for calling 911 when it's not actually a 911 call. So that's what the 490-8599 there for. Hey, sometimes it's a headache and you just got to go through the system and get till you get a dispatcher and say, hey, look, you got such call, color. There's another car, such color. They're coming down Avenue G at a high rate of speed. Please, can you get offside here
ASAP so they can catch these guys and stop them before they hurt somebody.
They drive a green Challenger, a blue one, a gray one, a black one, and
Yeah.
a red one.
And
They
it's
gonna
go
ask you every
over
day.
model. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And, and like you said, 911, yeah, I've been calling 911 a lot lately. I've been calling 911 a lot. And they've been, no ambulance, no nothing. The rescue people, I even called the police department to come and help. I called 911, got the police department. And this is the thing is, with this boom boom, my wife came and leave this work. I don't know when she gonna leave this work. But I don't know how to tell her anymore about this boom 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 boom. You say, my wife is in the house care. She's been out for a while. And she might be here for another 6 years, we don't know. She'll be here another week or so. So I almost told her, that, she said, what that do? And I almost told her, oh, that's the chief shooting a dog in the yard. Because I don't know what to tell her when she hear this boom boom and the hot shit and my water in my aquarium with the little fish is doing this, you know. And so I'm over here trying to save all these other people, the young kids, all this young, beautiful lady right here. Look at her. They're going to be walking the street. We don't want nobody to get hurt. Help us.
okay, let's, I think Councilwoman Lacy has something to say, and then we're gonna.
Chief, I know you say you hadn't gotten any complaints or anything, but that is close to where you live in that particular area. Have you had any, knowledge that they, I mean, if it's to them, which I know it's a long-standing problem because I've heard Mr. Crater come here before. We talked before.
Right,
even
we
when
talked.
I was in
Yeah,
that truck,
good.
yeah.
Right.
So I know it's probably something that's been ongoing, but do you think maybe you could kind of come out and monitor that area at certain, I mean, since it's just so close in proximity? If it could help
I have no problem.
the northern area, I guess it is.
I have no problem.
Okay, it seems, I think what we discovered, we do have a problem. Chief, you know, when he converses with the chief from Baker, I think I don't know how we go about doing it, how they'll be funded, but the lighted speed limit signs that do, you know, the ones that blink when you go on too fast, and they'll take your picture, get your license number.
Yeah, they improved.
And I just think that would be something we could do, that if it does write tickets, it would almost pay for itself, if not pay for itself. So, if, you know, we will work on that, range, ladies, and I promise you, I'll keep you up to date. And if you can be the spokesperson for your group, you know,
We're pretty good.
I think we
I've got the reading. I was that reading the one thing.
Kind of remove that out.
Reading is
The speed bump.
it's young. I mean, they hit my reading and stuff.
Maybe like some older police units. Like maybe we could put some of the older police
Like a
units
dummy.
out there, so like some dummy cars or
Yeah.
something.
thank you.
Like that for
Okay.
deterrent.
That would be an option, you know, speed bumps are an option too, the council would have to pass an ordinance, but, you know, sometimes speed bumps is probably, you wanna try to first use your officers to see
Right.
if you can stamp it out
Right.
before you go to speed bumps, because, you know, speed bumps is gonna be a pain in the butt for
Yes,
people
it
who
is.
live there as well.
It is.
And, you know, those things kind of get old pretty quickly when you go over them every single day, and, you know, there's issues about how they impact your vehicles and all this and stuff, so. That is an option, but I think the first thing is to, you know, it's on the chief's radar now. Let the chief get with his officers, coordinate with the marshal's office to the extent, you know, shift changes are going on, and, you know, see if, you know, start putting officers there at certain times and see if that, you know, makes it go away. You know, nothing's gonna make it go away 100%, because at the end of the day, you know, you can't be everywhere at every second of the day, but, you know, if that doesn't work, then would be the time to look at other measures such as speed bumps, such as cameras. But, you know, it's kind of see if you can stamp it out with just, you know, the police force first.
All right, sounds good.
Appreciate it, because I mean, I know about this covered, look at that.
What's the color of those cars?
Blue,
Chief,
red, gray, and black. Two of them got new license plates on. Oh, and the lime green.
And can y'all get a license plate too?
Yeah, we can.
Put our cameras.
Chief,
Yeah.
yes, one thing that the lady said right here, she has some priority times that this is happening. I'm not saying neglected during the day, but you had 5:30 in the afternoon,
5:30 when they getting off at UPS and, off of Commercial. They'll pass through the stop sign, cause some people stop at the stop sign. Some of them run it, and then some of them drive on the side, on the right-hand side, cause they don't wanna wait in the line. So they'll zoom down Avenue G to keep from waiting right there to cross over the track to get on the interstate. So they'll go all the way around through the neighborhood to come back and get on the interstate.
and what was the time in the morning?
It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so wouldn't it be feasible to make sure that there's a presence out there at these times? Because they live here, they know what's going on. And she's sitting up here telling you the colors of the vehicles.
Cause they drive out through my yard. My neighbor have kids. They even on the school bus, they don't even stop for the school bus. They just drive clean on through it
Oh,
while kids getting off the bus.
That's ridiculous.
Or they challenges,
And she got a
charges?
handicap daughter. They almost hit up.
Or they challenges, charges? Or they challenges,
They
charges?
challenges and charges.